There. You should leave before I change my mind. Come. There.
Engaging.
How annoying.
Once, a small girl lived in a town far away. Her family is poor, and though times are rough, she lives her life to its fullest as best she can. Her days are often spent playing alone in a ruin outside of town. She has no friends, so this rundown building is her only companion. Her days are ones of hardship. But today, she is filled with life and energy. Or so she desperately wants to believe. For today is her birthday. But there is no delicious feast waiting for her. No presents. And no one to celebrate her special day, not even her parents. So instead, she celebrates alone. Happy birthday, she cries to herself, causing warmth to blossom in her chest. She spins in a circle, imagining herself as a beautiful ballerina. She sings, she dances, she tries all the fun things she can think to do. Because this is her birthday party. A day to forget the pain of everyday life. And more than anything else, she wants this day to be special.
Enemy forces sighted.
How annoying. You should leave before I change my mind.
Continuing mission. Enemy forces sighted.
How annoying.
The lonely birthday party continues. The next event takes place on a craggy stone table. The girl begins forming something out of dirt and mud. It is a grand birthday cake, one far too big for a single person to consume. It seems impossible that someone so small can construct such a thing, let alone that she could build it at all. For her mother and father have never celebrated her birthday. Though she had always wanted a party, she knew her parents were too destitute to do such a thing. And as a result, she has no idea what a real cake is supposed to look like, or taste like, or smell like. The only thing she knows for certain is that they are delightful. More than anything, she wants to share a cake with her family someday. And with that dream in mind, she continues to build her creation.
Enemy forces sighted. Enemy forces sighted.
How annoying.
Continuing mission.
I'll cut you down.
Her dirt cake slowly takes shape. Though it is a tad off kilter, she finally completes it. But as she gazes at her creation, she notices something is missing. She needs to add something very, very important. And she knows exactly what it is. The cake has no candles. She begins searching for branches that can act as a suitable substitute. She knows she needs as many straight little twigs as her age. After a bit, she begins breaking off branches and whittling them down. She will not compromise on the candles. A cake only becomes grand with proper candles after all. Suddenly, a sweet scent wafts over her. It is the most lovely thing she has ever smelled. Was someone baking treats nearby, maybe? The question lingers in her mind as she finishes collecting her sticks. But when she turns back to her cake, she is greeted by an unbelievable sight. Her creation of dirt and mud has transformed into a real cake.
Firing. Enemy forces sighted.
How annoying.
Continuing mission. Enemy forces sighted.
How annoying.
Continuing mission.
The cake the girl worked so hard to make has somehow become real. White cream, colorful fruit. The girl cannot hide her joy. Her cheers of celebration quickly turn into song. The happiest birthday song ever sung fills the quiet of the ruin. And in the far-off shadows, something watches. It is a strange creature, neither human nor animal. It had been unable to turn away from the girl as she played, and could not help but interfere. Even though such a thing is forbidden. Just for today. The strange creature holds the warmest wishes for the girl, and seeing her smiling face, it knows these wishes have come true. Happy birthday, little one. Here's a present from Mama.
Enemy forces sighted.
NieR.
Continuing mission.
How annoying. You should leave before I change my mind.
Continuing mission.
We can do this.
The girl on a mission collided with a young boy along the water's edge. Though clad in fine clothing, he raised his voice in a most blood trickled from an injured knee. As passers-by began to turn and stare, the girl knew she could not leave the boy. As she began tending to his wound, she asked him, "Where are your parents? Can I take you to them?" But the boy's lowered head only shook back and forth slowly. "I don't know where my father is," he said in a wavering voice. "All I know is that he's leaving soon for an important meeting." The boy's voice hitched on the edge of a sob. As it did so, a thought came to the girl. Perhaps his father is the one I seek. If the boy was the son of a politician, it would explain his... With this in mind, the girl cheerfully agreed to help him find his missing parent. His eyes glistening with tears, the boy handed her something in a wordless gesture of thanks. It was a small, scuffed figurine of a kind and dignified woman. She was the heroine of a fairy tale told and retold in the boy's native land. "She's you," said the boy as he broke out into a smile. But the girl just looked away. Because she knew she did not help the boy out of kindness.
You should leave before I change my mind.
We can do this.
How annoying. You should leave before I change my mind.
Continuing mission.
You should leave before I change my mind.
We can do this.
Continuing mission.
The girl needed to locate the politician's ship as soon as possible. Grasping the boy's hand, she began pulling him up the beach, hoping against hope he would see. Suddenly, his face brightened. "Father," he cried as he slipped from her hand and began to run. The girl raced off after him. Turning around, the father smiled as his son "There you are," he said. "You almost made me miss my..." The father tilted his head to mutter a word of thanks to the girl, then began carrying his son. A sliver of a smile flickered across the girl's face before vanishing as quickly as it came, almost as if it was never there at all. This was her ship. All that remained was to make her way aboard and learn what she could. She immediately began formulating her plan. But as her mind whirled, she noticed a woman moving silently into place behind her. The woman was familiar, for she came from the girl's own house. She had been sent to the port to monitor the girl and ensure the mission was a success, but they were never supposed to interact. Her appearance could only mean one thing. The woman leaned down and whispered fiercely in the girl's ear. "He means to declare war. We must act. Leave none alive."
You should leave before I change my mind.
Firing. Target locked. Continuing mission.
We can do this.
Enemy forces sighted.
We can do this.
Come.
Continuing mission.
The deck was slick. The corpses were still. Her blade was red. In less time than it takes to draw a breath, the girl and her monitor had slaughtered every last. The woman wiped the blood from her blade with a practiced hand and spared a glance at her charge. Ever seen this many bodies before? Though the girl would not meet her gaze, she nodded slowly. Of course, too many times to count. The woman chuckled. Right. Forgot you're the boss's dog? The girl sheathed her blade in silence. By chance, her eyes darted to the water, where she saw the figurine she had received. Hearing the boy's words in her mind, she dropped her eyes. He was right. She was exactly like the figure. A helpless thing being tossed about. An assassin forever. Years have passed since that day. The woman shakes her head to clear her thoughts. As a bell rings out, she knows her targets are aboard. They are foreign politicians who scheme to infiltrate her homeland. Her mission is to prevent that, by whatever means necessary. The woman stands some distance away and watches the passengers disembark. One particularly large man steps off clad in nothing but a loincloth. But the next person to step off brings a small shiver of delight. It is her target. Her lord's orders were clear. She was to prevent the invasion of her homeland. She was to kill the target with all speed. It was the same reason she had stained another ship in crimson all those long years ago. The reason why she took the life of the young boy. And the reason why she still remembers the figurine to this day. The one that was exactly like her. A haze of melancholy passes over her face as she looks out over the... I wonder where that thing drifted off to. But she shakes off her momentary fugue and begins walking. The footprints she leaves in the sand are stolen away by the wind.